Hello and welcome to the first of our tutorials, how to build a digital exhibit using Darwin. Let's start off by making a new story, and this is all going to be about tea. So I shall call it something suitable and hit make story. So Darwin makes us a blank story that has one page and this block of text on it. So to start off with, I'm going to create a home page. So let's delete this text because we don't need it for now. And I'm going to import an image. So I come down to add elements, add image, and if I find my files, here's an image I've made earlier. Let's teapot now. Darwin imports everything at around 500 or 600 pixels across to make sure things fit on the screen to start off with. This image is actually 1360 pixels across. If I click info, I can tell it to go full screen, like that. I'll just move it to the bottom so that our tools palette reappears. I'm just going to save that. And now what I'm going to do is make sure I've got the right fonts for my story. So I go to Story Settings, Other Settings. I'm going to have some Avenir, because I like Avenir. And I think I'm going to have League Gothic regular as well. I'll save that. And now what I can do is add a text block. And then the info, I'm going to make it League Gothic. Let's make it a nice big font. Make it 260 like that. Make it white. And I'm going to edit this and call it Hot Stuff. So that's the title of our exhibit. Obviously you can call yours whatever you like. Now I want to center this on the screen, so I'll come back to info. I'll set my text to align in the center of that box, and then I can set that box to align exactly in the center of the screen. Now let's have a button that'll take us to the next page. Obviously we can handle this interaction however you like. The whole image could be hot. In fact, let's do that. Let's click on the background image. We'll say info. We can make it hot to a page, but we haven't made any other pages yet, so we better do that. Let's save and continue, and then make a new page. Now this first page is going to be quite simple to start off with. Now I'm going to add a background image to the page. Very knocks back tea bags. That might be too cheesy for you, but it's just to show you that this is the kind of thing that you can do. Let's add a text block at the top. I'll make that font, let's say 56, and okay, welcome to the history of tea. I should pop this up on the top right there, top left, sorry. I am going to make this block fade in after about half a second. And now what I'm going to do is add an image. And I've got a nice image of lots of different types of tea bags, and here it is. It's a JPEG image, and I can pop that there. Now I could add, let's change this to a different font, and a smaller size. Caption goes here. Obviously this caption could be whatever size you like. I'm going to make this fade in after about 1 second, and then this is going to come in after about 1.5 seconds. So let's just save that. We go back to the front page, and we'll say, click on the image, click info, and then come down to action, which is down here in the bottom right. I'm going to go to page 2, and I'm going to do it as well. So it's going to fade from this screen to this screen, and then these elements, the title, the image, the caption, are going to fade in. Let me save that. Now what I'm going to do is add some more text. This isn't going to be, it has to be said, the world's most exciting page, but this is really just to show you some of the basics of Darwin. And I'm going to type some text in here. Now the way that Darwin works with text is, if your text box is not as tall as your text, then that text will scroll. So if I here's some more, I can't type. But if I move this text box to this size, that text will now scroll automatically in Darwin because you can't see all of it. But at this size, it won't. Now the next thing I can do is provide a link to another page or to a pop-up, and maybe say a glossary item. We don't have any pop-ups yet, so I better make one. I'm going to just move this up here, save again, and then I'll make a new page. So I'm going to make a new page, and I'll call it T Pop-up. And down here, is this page a full screen page, which covers the whole screen, or a pop-up? I'm going to make it a pop-up. And now we see we have a grey background. And what we note about a grey background is that in a pop-up, anything that's grey is not shown. So a normal page fills the entire screen, but a pop-up does not. You only see the bits that are not grey, if you like. So at the moment, this pop-up is just a yellow box. I'm going to copy that, and with these colour tools here, I'm going to make that red. I'll make it 10 pixels high. There's one. Let's copy it. Put another one down at the bottom. I might make this white actually, or at least very nearly white. Now let's add some text. And now in fact we could make this text scroll. Even in a pop-up, text can scroll. So let's edit it. Now let's forget my terrible typing. Of course, with text we can use arrow controls, cursor controls. Let me just save that. I need a button to close my pop-up. So I'm going to do a button. Now this button could be with a little X in it, it could be there, but I'm going to put my button just here and edit it to change the name of it. As well as buttons, we have hotspots in Darwin, which are effectively invisible buttons, but also any image can be a button as well, so the button can look however you like. I'm going to change that font to about 20. I'm going to make it red. I'm sorry. Give it a white text. And now I'm going to set the action of this button. And because I'm a pop-up, this page is a pop-up, we have an extra action at the bottom, which is close this pop-up. So I'll set that. I shall save and continue. Now let's go back to the front page. This goes to page 2 with a dissolve effect. We'll go to page 2. Now I want to show that pop-up. Now I could make this image hot, but what I want to do actually is to provide a glossary pop-up. So I'm going to click on my text block, hit edit, and I'm going to select T. I'm going to make it bold, and then I'm going to select from this list of links, you can go to any page, the T pop-up. There it is, and that's done. So I need to do probably one more thing, which is a button to take me back to the home page. Now I think probably this image is a bit too big, so I'm going to shrink it a bit. I'm going to hold down the Shift key and click on the button, and that shrinks it in proportion. I'm going to move that up there, and then let's add one more element. We'll call this home, or it could be called start again, or whatever you like really. We'll make that red, white font. I might give it that font, and we'll call it home, and we'll actually push it right in the bottom corner like that. And we'll get this to slide in after 2 or 3 seconds, and that's going to go to the first page with a dissolve. So let's close all of that, save and close. Now we'll run the story. Here we go. So there's our front page. Click on that. Now what we'll see is that I didn't put an effect on my text, which means that it appears here straight away. So I'm going to hit the escape key. I'm going to come back out of there, and I'm going to edit this. I'm going to make this text push on a fact, I'm going to bounce it from the right, a couple of seconds, and then here I'm going to make this text appear in maybe 1.6 seconds. So let's save that, save and close, and let's try running it again. So we hit run. There's our front page. That builds up like that. There's my home button. I'm going to click on my T. There's my pop-up. My text in my pop-up scrolls, and close it and go back. That's the very beginnings of our exhibit. In the next few weeks we're going to add more features and more pages and build it up into something hopefully quite special. Okay, thanks for watching.